Mama's nails. I have some glam manicures on the way, so my nails are still just plain.
Well,
But
these are press-ons. I'm not gonna lie.
ugh.
I've got peel off base coat
Okay, Mama,
underneath.
this is what
Hmm.
I was wondering. So, when you did these press-ons, did you do peel off base coat and then painted them on your nails, or did you
Oh
do
no,
them
I
on a
did them on a
stand?
nail stand.
Okay, so then how do you use the peel off base coat? And then what'd you do? Glue?
Yeah,
Really? Okay, I have to
yeah,
find if there's a glue that I'm okay with because I would
yeah,
love to do that. Like I've usually used like the sticky tabs, but
yeah.
that would be like a huge game
I mean, for
changer.
the content, I use the sticky tabs, but for today, I've used the peel off because I did the first couple with peel off, but then it was becoming a hassle. Like I was like, oh no, we'll just use tabs. So I use
Ooh.
tabs like for the filming, but for today, I've put the peel off base coat on,
And is
and
that
I can
Madame
feel them.
Glam's peel off or is that a different?
Yep,
Ooh,
I
okay.
use Madame Glam's,
Because I
so
do
it will
have,
be.
I'm trying to see, I do have it in my collection here in front of me because
Mm.
I have
So,
some,
quick question:
yes,
if
what?
you had base coat on your nail
Mm-hmm.
and then a peel off base coat,
Okay,
do you
so see,
think the
I've
glue
always heard that like
you
that would
could?
just fuse. I thought I had to do like a top coat, make it smooth, and then do the peeling.
Yeah. Well,
Can
that's the
can you do
thing.
base on base?
Well, what I've understood about the peel off base coat is I've got one that air dries. So that
Yes.
one works perfectly with like nail glue, like because also that air dries. But then
Yes.
for the gel,
My mom. Hi,
hey,
mom.
mama.
Oh my gosh, I'm sending you kisses, mama.
You
We're
know,
gonna have
but when
all
I
the
when I've
mamas
used
in
the
the
base coat,
house.
yeah, it's just more for protection of my own nail.
Because that's what I
So,
want to try to do. Like, I usually don't,
mm,
I do a set and leave it for about 3 to 4 weeks just because of my allergies. But they have been
yeah,
getting a lot better. So, like, if I can pop it off where I don't even have
that'd be
contact with
awesome.
dust, that would be
Yes.
awesome. Because then I would be able to do another set. Like, I wouldn't push, I'd push it
Mm,
like maybe like a 2 week kind of thing. But
yes.
I could still do more. So, I was
Yeah.
just wondering, I really do want to try this peel off
I
magic.
mean, before I forget, Eclipse did mention that she uses top coat. So she would put top coat down
That's what I
and
was
then the
thinking.
peel off base coat.
So I have this smooth surface because I've used it just on
Yeah.
my regular with the base coat. And mama, when I say that thing fused, it fused
That's
so strong that like I was like trying so it didn't want to go
We are
nowhere.
one. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Oh,
goodness.
mum
Oh,
said hi, sweetie. So glad to be here.
you are so sweet, mom. We're so happy to have you. Were you able to send this out to our squad?
Oh my gosh, I've been talking. Let me send this.
No, it's not a problem. Then we'll be able to go into this right up. So, for anybody that's just joining or watching this on the replay, Madam Glam just came out with the most darling May collection to bring you into spring. So it is all. Oh, I see it. I see it coming through the nail squad and the nail famo. Yes, yes. Basically, this went live on the 4th, but this is a very special collection because this has come all the way from Korea. So these gels
Yes.
are exquisite. We have like 2 glittery formulas, and then there is 6 of the syrup. And the syrup basically you can load it up, but you can also use it more thin, opaque for like gentle merging. Like I did this nail here. Let me see if I can bring the light. And the way everything blended so seamlessly because of the syrup. Like you can work really thin and ombre them together like heaven. So, well, it makes sense, right? Because it's called Pastel Haven.
Right.
So I'm going to quickly,
And
what were you going to say, Lev?
just to anyone that's coming in now, I've just body painted a lot. So I'm gonna be the hostess. I'm gonna read comments and just be here to help, but I'm not gonna be doing anything
Madam Glam.
because yeah.
I was going to say, Mama is our hostess with the mostest. She is going to be doing the glam proud, and she already has them on her phalanges and has all the bottles. So we are going to just be showing you this all. And we're time traveling from Canada to the UK to a screen near you.
That's all.
So the Pastel Haven collection, made in Korea, is an 8 brand new exclusive soak off gel bundle. They have a tagline here: Blossoms bloom, Hearts glow as Mother's Day springs with hues aglow. Oh my gosh, look at these little baddies here. I just want to put this on the side just so you can see all those little swatches. And they're very true
Wonderful.
to these swatches. I'm going to bring out the
Very.
swatches that I already pre-did here, but they're very, very true to the natural colors here. As you embrace each delicate shade, let it serve as a reminder of the love and admiration woven into every brushstroke. As warmth of spring fills the air and vibrant colors of nature come to life, we are delighted to introduce our exquisite Pastel Haven, a celebration of Mother's Day with a touch of Korean elegance. Indulge in the essence of Korean sophistication with our curated selection of gel polishes, each meticulously crafted to evoke feelings of joy, love, and appreciation for the remarkable mother figures everywhere, like the mama right beside me, Miss Mama Does Nails.
And Mama D just
That,
entered the
right?
chat. She said,
All
"Hello,
of the
my
moms in the
beautiful
house. My
sissies.
mom, I think this is
How
just
are
a
you
sea of
doing
moms right
today?"
now, which is pretty on point because this is a Mother's Day
Yes.
collection.
Yes.
Oh
Hi,
my goodness.
Danelle.
So it just says discover colors that are reminiscent of flowers in full bloom and bold, bright hues that transport you to a realm of vibrant petals and golden sunlight. So already that just like melted my soul to no end. And these bottles are so stinking precious. They're so beautiful. And they just say here the delicate tones invite you to indulge in a spectrum of colors that not only elevate your style, but also nurture your nails, which is so true. With a vegan, cruelty free, 21 free, palm oil free, and HEMA free formula. So I talk about this a lot. I actually suffered with really bad allergies, and Madam Glam really gave me my power back. So it's been really huge just being able to freely do my nails without any worry, you know? But as Mama said, we are pain warriors, so sometimes the pain can stop us
Oh,
from doing the manicures that we would like, sadly.
definitely. Um, oh, everyone is happy. Mom's happy, and she's glad to see. She said, "How you doing?" She's talking to
We're trying
Danelle.
to nail the pain, Mama. We are trying to nail the
Oh,
pain.
honestly, Danelle was asking how we were doing today. I mean, one that you kind of live with, but it's just kind of been a long day. But this
Hmm.
is all the therapy I need.
Right? It has been one of those days, but you are a superstar. And I apologize. I'm going to be having some beautiful phalanges soon, but they are bare. But this is a good indicator of what your nails, how long they can grow if you got Madam
I know,
Glam.
right?
So the blue charm sister has to start off with the blue here, the muse. This blue, oh, I was screaming over this blue. It is absolutely everything that is the muse. I'll quickly show you that swatch. It's just like delectable. Look at that in Mama's hand. And also, what I love is on different skin tones, this, it just,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, every single color is just like, yes, yes,
I
yes.
know,
Like
right?
it comes alive, like alive on each person. It's so beautiful. So that is the muse. And next up, I want to do this one for Mama. We got Mama Shine.
Ooh, I have that on my nail. I had
So
to.
I actually think I asked Mama, I was like, did you feel like this was made for you? Because this is totally, Mama. I almost want to read Mama Does Nail Shine.
Honestly, these two, Mama Shine and Mother's Wish,
Oh, okay. I'll
they
bust that one out
definitely
next. Mother's Wish, I
her
think, is
strength.
very interesting. This one is actually like
Yeah.
a hot bubblegum pink.
Ooh, yes, it is.
And oh, Danelle, we can't wait to see your nails, honey. I know it's going to be spectacular. And my mom just said, your
I've
nails are
just finished
fire,
doing my nails,
Mama.
ready for all the magic. Yes, love that, Danelle.
Okay, so next up we got Love's Bond, which this is a really nice coral. It's like very hot. We got all the pops that you would want. And I'm sorry, I am going
Yes.
out of order here. I'm just trying to grab all these beauties on the screen. So
Thank you,
for
Mama.
For Miss Envy, we got the purple, the gentle touch. This purple is just, oh, like you want to get lost in the sauce. It's this purple. And I made sure I did the underside of each swatch. Let me just turn on the light here so that you could see it matte, because this is
How
just like
muted.
delectable.
So
I also
beautiful.
really love if I take out the two glitters, which is Her Strength and Soft Lullaby. These two are out of control. Yes,
Out of
mama.
control.
So these are the swatches for them, which you can see the glitters already going crazy. But for me, it's the matte moment. Look at that. That is what
So
steals my
beautiful.
heart.
It looks like chrome.
And isn't it like icy? Yeah, like you have all of those
Like
chrome,
chrome.
like it's the
Mhm.
gold. There's gold inflections here, and I feel like there's little micro blues and greens in here. So actually, when I did
Definitely.
this butterfly nail, I actually did both of them. So like on the blues and greens, I topped it with the soft
Yeah.
lullaby, and then on the
I saw that.
pinks, I topped it with Her Strength, and then merged them. And I found like you can't even tell, but the gentle
Yeah.
shimmer, it's so
So
beautiful.
beautiful.
So they're just
I
like
was like so shocked. Mama D said she's shocked. Honestly, honestly, this is a collection that will only be on my phalanges. I'm so sorry, practice
mhm.
hands and fingers, but this is for me.
Oh, I love what my mom said.
Mm.
It looks like sparkly cotton candy. Oh, I
Yes.
love that. It very much, I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring back because the classic, it's usually you got your pink, your blue, and your purple. Those are the
Mm.
cotton candy vibes. So you're very right, mom. Yeah, that's just simply gorgeous.
Trust me, it's gonna be just short lengths for these collections. Like
Right?
no long tips, sorry, because you're gonna be taking up 3 nails on 1 nail. No. And what I love is the Korean sophistication. It's nice, cute, short tips, and that's why
Yep.
even when I swatched it, and even like your beautiful oval natural nails,
hmm
that's just like all the rage. So it's
Yes.
just perfect.
Like
Yeah.
the very like my
Yes.
favorite is
Yeah.
that like
Very natural
sexy
looking. Yeah.
almond. Yes.
Yes. Or even a
All
short
of the
stiletto.
things.
Ooh.
So, for anybody that doesn't know, the brand ambassador for May is Miss Lena Perez. So, I did want to
Mm.
quickly just scroll through here and read about her. So, this is everything I've already read about the collection. So, I'm just going to scroll through here, and it just says introducing the stunning Pastel Haven collection. And then I'm not going to read all the vibrant hues because we just read that. But this is their exclusive collaboration with Nails by Lena Perez. Lena's journey into the colorful world of nail art sparked 20 years ago in Colombia. She fell in love with the skills of a manicurist, beautifying her mother's nails. Yet it was upon her arrival to the USA that the realization struck that she could transform this passion into a rewarding career. Look how beautiful she is. So, y'all, if you're not
Oh.
following Lena, you just can find her at Nails by Lena Perez. I'm going to put that big there so you guys
I
can
think
check
when you
her out.
post the video, people can also check your description box when it goes
Yes,
live.
I'm going to make sure I put
Mm.
all of her information in there. And she did the most
Yeah.
gorgeous marble. And actually, on the Madame Glam
Ooh.
Live, she did this marble. And then she did soft touches, like little gentle freestyle squiggles of their chrome paint. And it was just
Oh.
delicious. Like,
Mhm.
absolutely everything.
No, honestly, I agree.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly just show you guys all the swatches together so you can get the vibes, all the things. And then I'm just going to switch it around so you can see all the mattes. Matte is just a whole nother vibe. That's why I love their velvet matte, because you get like two colors in each bottle essentially. It's what it looks like
Basically,
glossy and what it looks like matte. So we're going to get into a fun little nailed it design. And as we do that, I was just wondering, has anybody tried the VIP program before from Madam Glam?
I
Because if
actually
you
did.
did you? What was your experience,
Yeah.
honey?
You know what? I live in the UK, so it was actually perfect for me. And this was before just certain changes and commitments. So it's not because I wasn't happy with anything. As I said, it was absolutely
Well, that's
perfect.
the joy of the VIP. You can pause at
Yeah.
any time. It's
Yeah.
$29 a month with your first month being free, and that rolls on over each month as Madam Glam credits that you can use. And like you permanently get that 50% off discount. But nay,
Oh,
nay,
that's
not just
amazing.
that. You get to purchase things ahead of time.
I love
So,
Madame Glam's VIP, Danelle said.
right?
So,
You get so this collection you could have got on the first of the month versus the fourth. So I think
yes.
like that is really amazing that you even have the ability. There's also like dedicated giveaways. There's like so much on there, exclusive sales, like special offers. They're just like really amazing. And then you can also, it's not always, but there's random times where their tools are also 50% off. And that's when you
Yeah.
can get things like the Elio lamp and stuff like that because that lamp is so beautiful.
I know.
It's like I had to whisper it. That's how beautiful it is.
Uh,
Like it's like I can't let the fairies hear me, but I can let the
I
fairies hear me.
know. And please don't tinker with it, please, fairies. It's perfect.
Right? So I really love this because just with the most gentle touch, I'm just merging the two. And it's funny because one of the colors is called Gentle Touch, but I'm just merging the two
Oh,
jellies. And like that was it. Like I just gently, and they just like fell right into each other so beautifully. So I'm going to do
amazing.
two coats of that. And it's so cute. So Madam Glam lets you know, they're like, hey, glamorous, you are in for the ultimate glam experience. There's
Yeah.
club perks, everything you love at your fingertips. You get the royal treatment, which is that 50% off. And you always get half price. So, like, I think that's what makes their gels really affordable. There's a lot of people I've actually heard that say, oh, either they don't want the VIP or that they don't purchase Madam Glam because it's too expensive. But the moment you have that VIP, like it's very in reach. And I'm
Yeah.
saying that
And
as somebody who's on a fixed income is like you can actually
trust
save
me.
up those dollars. And I'm probably one of the few people that actually waits a whole 6 months and then I just shop till I drop.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Not many subscriptions roll over. And that's
Yes.
what one of the things that I really, really, that I loved about the and still love about the VIP program because your credits roll over.
Mhm.
And so, like you said, 6 months, you don't want to shop rather than some of these subscriptions where for 6 months you're paying and you're not getting nothing, but they still want to charge you and it's just
Thank
going
you.
into the ether.
And
But
I
at
was
least
going to
this way,
say
you
how
know,
many of us have like Amazon accounts and things like that that like each
all
month you don't
right,
besides getting to
it just
watch it.
goes.
And if you don't get to
Yeah,
watch it, then it's gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but this
It's
is something,
like,
it's like the gift that keeps on giving, especially if you are a new like a
exactly.
nail enthusiast or a nail
Like, are you
artist.
really, is it really something you're paying for? Or is it
Mhm.
just like a Madam Glam bank?
So that's what I
You
call it, the
pay the
Madam
money,
Madam Glam piggy bank.
yeah, and the money stays there.
Yep.
It's also a subscription, but it's yours. So it's not that you just pay this money for it to just be a subscription. It's yours and it works. So, I absolutely love that. It's an amazing program and free shipping over $100. $100 is money. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but if you've saved your VIP credits, it just means that you can then, like what Raven said, shop till you drop. Therefore, a bank, Danelle said,
It
and then I'm going to get
is.
free shipping. And some items I have purchased in America, it's costed me up to $60 just for shipping. So already you can see the
Mhm.
savings. Not
And
many places will offer you free shipping after
right?
you've spent a
So they
certain
have the
amount.
worldwide shipping as well, like as long
Uh-huh.
as you go under a certain pay tier. So it's like that for us is invaluable because sometimes we can pay up to like
Yeah.
$30 in shipping. And then we also
Yeah.
have duties. So it's not just
Yep.
shipping, it's also duties and all this other stuff that you have to factor in. And as well, like for me, my Canadian dollar is very different than the American dollar. So I also have to convert whatever I'm purchasing into my Canadian dollars. So
Yeah,
it's like that
that's
can
right.
all be a whole thing. So if I know already I have a certain amount of American dollars saved up, because you best believe they're taking the American equivalent from the bank, then I know I have this huge savings, which
Yeah.
is amazing. Oh my goodness. My tablet is trying to die on me. I'm just going to plug that in. Luckily, we've already read all the goodness from there. There's also a huge perk. I don't know if anybody here is a salon owner or a professional nail tech, but you can also go under Madam Glam's Pro. And what that means is you can actually become a distributor. So you can contact Madam Glam directly for
Oh,
huge, yes. And I think that that's
I was
amazing,
going to ask you
especially,
about that
yep.
because, yeah, I was wondering because obviously, you know, as a nail tech, if I want to bring, because I realized while I was, I've mentioned Madam Glam to some people and they just think it's this unreachable product. And I was saying, no, it isn't. Like there
Oh,
is, it's professional. It's, and it's healthy. Like I was going into this whole thing about it. So that's amazing to know.
oh
Oh,
yes,
wait,
Danelle. I did add
somebody
him in.
was having, he said he hasn't been getting notifications.
I did add
Oh,
him.
yeah. Danelle, did you get a notification? Because sometimes they just do the
Mm-hmm.
most. Because I
Right?
sent it to Squad, um, and to Madam Glam.
I did see that get sent out because it sent me an alert as well.
Okay, yeah, okay, good, good. Yeah, we'll have to check that. There was another time, yeah, honestly, there was another time someone else, remember, this was when we used to still go live on the IG, and remember they kept saying, "Oh, I'm not getting it," but they were actually in it. Hello, ladies, Joe's in the building.
Hello, Joe. So that's also, I think, an issue is sometimes it doesn't send alerts, and that's really why I always ask, like, has it? Did everyone see it? Because I know sometimes it just doesn't, even if you're following
Yeah.
the YouTube,
Oh, that color's divine. And Joe sent 3 hearts. So I guess that's
oh,
one for you, one for me, one for Danelle. Thank you.
right? That's fair. You got to make sure you hook up wifey and then all the
I
sisters.
know, right? I looked
Actually,
at it. I'm like, I'm
Joe,
not cross-eyed.
he made me cry the other day. He knew I was working on a Pastel Haven set, and he literally said to me, he's like, "Sissy, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh God, you're gonna make me cry." He's like, "I know
Oh.
you're doing all the filming." I'm just like, "Yeah, I want to hug you and squish you." So this
Mm.
is the more jelly side, so I am gonna do like a second little coat on there, but it's just so pretty. Hi, baby. No Gina yet, honey.
Gina.
Joe is so cute. He's like, "Gina, is Miss
Haley.
Tomeworm here?"
Ooh, Joe said, "Hey, Lily." Danielle said, "Lily." Hi, Cece. Uh, all we really need now is that time machine and that portal.
Oh, I wish we had the
And
portal. So mama
everything
was
will
making
just
me
be
drool
so
earlier with
perfect.
all of the delicious things that she was that she was making, and I'm just like, can you just send that through, please? Because
Ooh,
I
hold
is
on, let me just press
hungry.
send. I keep pressing send. I'm telling you, that gremlin that refuses to move.
So this is just a little freestyle. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use this collection, and I'm actually just using this collection alone. And it is just so this formula, just like the Koreans don't
Mhm.
play. Like when they said a touch of Korean, I was like, no, 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 you added all the sophistication, all
All of
of the
it.
whimsy and magic. Like this is just
Uh-huh.
delicious. So I just went in with that second coat there, and then I'm going to move on to the other color. Just want to make sure that these are a bit more opaque, and since they are syrup, you do have to build them up by also working in very thin coats. You're not going to bulk out that nail, which is like really crucial. You don't want to do that. Oh my gosh, so when I did, Rita's nails with Madame Glam the other day, it was so cute. I had both my lamps out, the Chiarosky and then the
Oh,
Elio lamp from Madame Glam, and halfway through the service, she stopped using the Chiarosky. She's like, "Listen,
oh,
I'm a little shaky, and this sensor is too much. I like the Glam. It's all Glam for me." So she kept, like,
oh,
twisting up her hand just so she could put them both in, because I made it ergonomic. I put it on both sides of the desk, so she could just put her right hand in, and then her left hand
oh, that's
out and
awesome.
shake it all about and, do our nail version of the hokey pokey.
That's awesome.
But she loved the LEO, was like her obsession. And when I was mentioning with the VIP is that sometimes they have their lamps and tools for 50% off, and you can get the lamp for like 60 American dollars.
It's amazing.
So like that's a huge savings. So it's little stuff like that that as nail artists is huge because our tools are everything. And if you don't have good tools, you're not going to get the finish that you want, sadly.
I
So
agree.
I'm going for a little Charm Sister swirl here. We're adding up all these colors. I started
Mhm.
off with a mama pink, and we're going into the envy purples. What's your favorite color from the collection, mama?
Oh my gosh, I was afraid you were gonna ask me that.
Okay, so I actually in my video, I know you watched it. I
I
actually
know.
tried to list my
I
favorite,
told
and then I repeated all of the colors.
that's what I said. That I couldn't. I was just like, no, all of them. I already knew from the very first bottle I opened. I knew what kind of day it was gonna be. Um, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. I can't choose because I particularly swatched all of them because my shade, my skin tone. So I've
Mhm.
seen how beautiful they look on all skin tones,
And
and I'm
that's
just
what I
saying, like,
love about Madame
every
Glam
color,
gels. Like,
everyone.
how can they do that? Like, every single collection, I'm just, like, screaming because I was like, "Wow, like, this is made for all, not just made for one," you
Nail
know?
sorcery. Nail
What is this
sorcery.
nail sorcery?
Yeah, after the live, mama, I'll be sending you a pic of our rings.
Oh, they're gorgeous. Also, hubby made a post on Instagram, and it's just the most beautiful thing.
Oh,
I cried, like, that it's just so beautiful, like, 2 of my favorite humans getting married, like, everything.
I mean, this was in the stars.
It was
Joe
in the
said
stars.
gorgeous.
Yep.
It was in the stars. It's destiny. And I'm so happy for you guys. You lot better save me a piece of cake because I heard that wedding cake can freeze for years. So
Mhm.
please, Danelle, I know you know how you can, like, what's it called? A suction. But yeah, and you too, Raven. Anyway, I've got to try and come to your wedding. That I'm just like, that's what I'm saying
To be able to be all through the magic, right?
because
You should see
how
the
will I
wedding
play a part from
invitations.
so
Oh my
far?
gosh, I'm not gonna let anything go because that's their special moment. But the wedding invitations, they're gorgeous.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. I
They're
just,
gorgeous. Absolutely
mm,
gorgeous.
it's awesome. Actually, awesome. Okay, we're getting our wedding cake from Costco bulk item stores. We have a
Okay,
Costco over here too, Joe,
listen.
but
Costco's
no,
delicious, and I got a very like the square
I've
cake
got to
for
see your
Lily,
nails
and
up
it's
close, Mama.
the best.
Oh,
Oh, aren't her nails everything? That is
honestly,
Pastel
Danelle,
Haven,
these
all up
were
and
the
close.
press-ons. But I tell you what, though, I used. You remember that top coat, Raven?
Yeah.
Fairy dust. I tried it on the pink.
Oh,
'Cause I was thinking, all the Korean, and that's why I just put some of this stuff. Because I was like, "Yeah, this is just giving, like, the Korean," and they're just like press-ons with peel-off base coat, but this collection is just so juicy.
ugh.
My brain's popping, and that's why I'm conserving my back so that I can, because I need to do a set ASAP. I already know what I'm gonna do, so I just need to.
Oh, there's a message held for review. Really?
Okay, so I know.
Show. It was
Mama
Mama
D.
D.
Oh,
I
she
can't
said
believe they tried
feckin'
to
stunning,
yeah, they
and
tried
Imma
to
show it.
censor her, like, "Hello, we encourage
Yeah.
that."
Show that. Oh, another moderator handled it. Okay.
Yeah, I quickly said, "Show." There's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
like, come
We
on.
say that all
Well,
the
this
time.
this is it. This is our safe space, and we're all family here.
Yep. I think that's the most important thing is, like, cultivating a safe space, and so even when I was
Yeah,
on with Rita, I let everyone know, like, "There's no bullying, there's none of that, this is a safe space, so if any of
yeah.
that, like, they will be removed, not to be nasty, but, like, we don't mess around with that kinda stuff.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
None of
And
that.
thank you so much, Danelle. Thank you, sweetheart. Honestly, like, I love the long nails, but with this collection, as I said, you will not see it on anything longer than a 2XL. It's
Mhm.
just not happening. The Korean gels, and as I said, you know, we just can't. And Raven, I just wanted to ask you, yes, Joe, no bullies. He did the face as well. Um, there's a nice smell. Now it's and like maybe some people might lie and just like to put a label on it, but these gels definitely were made in Korea because sister, they don't smell like Madame Glam's normal formula, and not in a bad way, but it has got this other smell.
Oh, I'm gonna have to double check right
I
now,
don't
really?
know. Like I had to I was swatching it, and it's so subtle. And yeah, but this stuff's divine.
I'm definitely gonna check that just a moment the moment I put this in the lamp.
That's
Because I
slow
do know
mo.
there's some Madame Glam, like, really gentle colors, like angel wings that Priya showed me, that have, like, a sweet
Yeah.
smell, and
Ooh.
there was a couple others, like and this wasn't from their scented collection, it was just, like, naturally, like,
The
a really
Korean
nice
gels need to be kept for precious phalanges, Danelle said. Definitely precious, real phalanges. I've already
right?
spoken to all the practice fingers and hands. This is for me. This is for me.
Aw.
So
It's
I'm so
also a
sorry.
smaller bottle than their regular, so you do want to covet it.
Exactly. Sister, trust me. That's why I did swatches that fit because I wasn't working on no 0000.
Mhm.
I said, "No, we will keep them." And yeah, and I just like the fact that I was able to kind of mix and match the colors, because I swatched every color.
That's what I
Like, who am
find
I?
with a lot of their collections, the color story it pairs so perfectly with one another that,
Yeah.
like, I'll just bust this out. I also broke this up into warm tones. So you have these that make, like, a perfect set of nails,
Oh,
and then you have your cool tones here. So I really love that you kinda get a taste of both in this collection,
yes.
and then they all just work
Yeah.
so effortlessly together, but I really love
Oh,
that they've broken it up between cool and, warm tones.
yeah. They definitely, Madam Glam, do that so subtle. It's always
Mhm.
so subtle, but it's effective. So, but this is just, oh, I love it. It's just really, really gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Mhm. Like I said, I already know what I want to do for my first set, and I am just like, backache, you need to go away.
I
Don't come
can't
back another day.
right? I'm so
Right.
excited for that.
Honestly. But this has just been a dream, just listening to you talk. And, I love the fact that Madam Glam's information is just so simple and clear. It's like you just
Mhm.
speak, and I'm like, I understand. Okay.
Clear
Okay.
and concise, and they help you
Yeah,
out
there's no
too.
like hidden like turns, like
Oh,
wrong turns and stuff like that. So I do
right?
love
I
that. And
hate that.
definitely. And the part that you mentioned about getting your power back,
Mhm.
100,000%.
Well, that's the thing,
So
right? I was so afraid. Like when I had my reactions, I was so terrified of using any products, and like it was almost 70 days that like I wasn't able to put anything on my nails. So when I
it's
actually
true.
tried my first Madame Glam manicure, I was so scared because I had just had such horrible reactions,
I
not with
know.
them, but with another company. And when I
Mm,
actually was able to do my nails for the first time and have that sigh of relief, like I was looking, I was like, is there any bumps? Is there any,
I
because that was the
remember.
indicator with the
Mm,
other company. I'd get these
mm,
like micro hives and then weeping of the cuticle and then redness and fingers peeling, fingertips like
yes.
coming off like the tip of the skin, all
Oh,
that epithelial, like in a pocket. Like, no, 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 we don't want that. So just the fact that they have such quality products, and as well, we're not destroying
that's
our
amazing.
rainforests with the
Praying
palm
your
oil
back pain
farming.
kicks. Oh, so do I, Danelle. I'm praying it does. Amen. I'm praying. But yeah, Raven, and it makes me think that it's very easy to say, hey, we're free from this and free
Yep.
from that, just like everything you were saying and everything Madam Glam stands for, but you actually know they are telling the truth, because I've
Mhm.
always said to you, it's it's because of someone like you why we get to actually know the truth. So even though
Yes.
I didn't have a reaction from that company because I used stuff from that brand,
Mhm.
it means that over time, if I had probably carried
Exposure.
on,
Yep.
because there is definitely something active in there,
And you
but
already
we
know
know
there's no signs where it says HEMA free. There's
is
no
that
signs that say vegan. The 21
right.
free. Oh, sorry.
Joe just asked, no, sorry, I was just going to say Joe was asking you a question and
Oh,
said,
so is
is
that a
that a
common reaction to
common,
some products?
yeah.
So HEMA is one of the number one causing allergy agents in polish. But when we say 21 free, people are like, what does that mean? That's free from the 21 chemicals found in polish. Formaldehyde, all of these other things like used in embalming, like all sorts of stuff is
Oh
in
my
regular polish.
goodness.
You know what I mean? And people just don't know what they're putting on themselves. And there's special sheets that you can get.
Mm.
I can't remember what they're called, if it's like MDS sheets or something, but basically it's the chemical breakdown formula of like what you're using. And so the
Ooh, is that
company
the
that
SDQ?
yeah,
Ooh,
something like that. It's like there's a
yes. I learned
it's an
that.
acronym.
Yes.
And
But
what were you going to say, honey?
for Madam, no, but I was saying that's the one where you, like you said, you get the breakdown, isn't it?
Yes.
Of
So like the
everything.
company that I'm talking about that I had the allergy
Oh,
from, like they don't have those sheets readily available. And on some of their
oh my
bottles, there's
goodness.
actually no ingredients. You cannot read the ingredients. You do not know what the ingredients are. And what are they trying to lie about? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like what are you should have
Why are you hiding?
a company that's transparent, that you can just
Yeah.
open this up and look and read, and you know
Mm,
everything that's inside.
mm,
And when you don't have
mm.
this, what is that company trying to hide? Because you're putting these products on yourself, and allergies can happen, these things can happen, and how are you supposed to protect yourself if you don't even know what you're putting on your body?
It's true. Joe said TIL.
Is it? I swear she said something else.
Mm.
Let me see.
Okay, so in the UK, there's one called
So is MDS sheets
SDS.
oh, what's that?
Oh, ours is SDS in the UK.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the document that
And
it shows information of potential hazards, health,
oh,
etc.
today I learned. Oh, I love that, Joe. So TIL means today I learned.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they're just
I'm just gonna steal that.
oh, MSDS also an SDS safety data sheet.
Yeah.
So there's all of these that actually like are a markup, a write up of like what you're
Mm,
using. And so the company that I'm
yeah.
speaking about, a lot of their products didn't even have that. So, and this is like a very influential company that's everywhere. And a lot of people are using them in the beginning of their journeys
Mm,
or just regardless. And they don't realize that they could potentially be putting themselves up to danger. So it's like, I'm
yeah.
not here to do a smear campaign on anybody. Anybody can become allergic to anything. But me
Mm,
knowing that there was not quality ingredients, I
mm,
experienced something very horrible. And so finding Madam Glam and finding her
mm,
strength, my strength, being able to just pop these on and have
Yeah.
no fear. I can just do any kind of design I want, and then I don't have to worry, like, is my fingertip gonna fall off? Like,
Oh my
you know,
gosh,
it's
right?
hard for you guys to see, but you see all this redness here? This will never go away for my entire life because this entire part of my finger, the whole skin completely came off like a cap because all of this blistered underneath and I had chemical burns and allergic reactions and all of this stuff. So it's like when I say I'm passionate about Madame Glam, that's not because a company is sending me things. That's because I found a company that I can use without fear. And like that power, that's why you hear this like excitement come out of my voice is because I'm just like, you need to
Honestly.
get glam because it's just it feels so empowering and amazing. So it
That's
was a very
amazing.
scary moment. And when you have a passion like this that gets awakened, I was having some dark thoughts, y'all. I was like, what if I can never do nails again? Because I was putting my gloves on and stupid enough, I was still working with the products because that was the only company that I had a lot of. And I was still having reactions under my gloves. I was
It's
still
crazy.
hives under my gloves. So I
Oh,
was so
honey.
afraid, you know? So it's
Yeah, just
definitely,
just
oh, I love you, Joe. You got to do your
yeah.
research. You got to find companies that are reputable, that care about their clientele and their customers. And Madam Glam really wants to make sure they're giving you that salon quality, but not at the cost of your health. So they're
But you're
making
living
sure,
proof. You're
right?
actually
For
living
real.
proof
And even
because
my nails, like I understand they're not
yeah.
done, but there's no way that I would have this growth. My nails were
Oh my
always
gosh.
like a ring of fire. I got overfiled at the salon all the time, and I have naturally thin nails as it is.
Mm,
So I also had it where they took the nail tip underneath and popped it off my nails, every single one of them. So they were
that's
damaging my
crazy.
nails, and I thought this was the way you did it. You know, during COVID, I bust my nails off horribly because that's what they taught me.
I
And
know, it's horrible.
right? And learning so much now, I'm like, never again. I will never do that to myself. And it's just like any kind of wellness. Your
Yeah.
nails and your feet, your health
Mm,
is so important and it's tied up to so many different
mm.
things. So it's just
No,
important to make
definitely.
sure, even though this is
Definitely.
a hobby or a passion or a career for a lot of people, that you're not hurting yourself from overexposure or bad
Yeah.
products. See?
Danelle said
Mama
both
D,
my
both
hands
of
were
my hands
blistering
were
and peeling for a
blistering.
month while using that company. Oh,
See?
we know so many people that literally had allergies with that same company. And I said to Raven, like, that just means over time, someone like me, because just because Raven's sensitive, it doesn't mean anything
Mhm,
other than she's going to know when something's wrong before I do.
mhm.
That's what I feel about sensitivity. So, that stuff's bad for you. It's just bad. And it just makes me wonder how many other people just lie.
Thank you.
So like you said, the research and having that information readily available, come on. People already know the paper
It's so
trail.
huge. And like I know
Yeah.
other people with my same condition within the community that also had the same allergic
Yep.
reactions to a severe degree. And it's like that
It's
broke my
terrible.
heart because I got to see somebody from across the world and I look at their hands and go, "Oh my
I
god, we're
know.
experiencing the same thing." You know,
Oh,
like my
Danielle,
I
I
was
didn't even
beside
know that
myself.
this happened to you as well, sis.
I didn't
You
know that
know?
it happened to Mama D. I did not know that. So like that even breaks my heart that she had the same.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about blistering and peeling, like these are not regular chemical reactions. Like you
Oh
should be able to
man.
use a polygel. And let me see if I can get my application brush. This is why I bought a new one. This one's a little crusty and dusty. But when you're patting your product and you're using your slip solution, you might have a tiny bit of like pooling in that area. Now that instantly gives like you can't see it because it's invisible with the alcohol, but that has touched your
Mm,
skin. And so with the company that I'm
yeah.
talking about, it's polygel, that instantly caused a chemical reaction all in that area. And then hives and peeling and
Oh.
all of these things where it's not just an allergic reaction you're having a chemical reaction as well.
It took me a bit to put two and two together, Danelle said.
Wow.
Wow.
See, and that's the thing, right? Is that we think, and there's so many outside factors. Like, I'm personally, like, I feel like I'm allergic to the world, but like trees and grass and all of these things are environmental factors, just like cats and dogs and things like that. So I had to cross off so many things that I'm naturally allergic to. But when I realized, like, no, 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 this is to a product you're using. And I could use acrylic. I had acrylic nails at the salon. I had all sorts of stuff. So that wasn't an allergy that I had prior to working with that. So it's important to note,
Wow.
like, allergies can develop at any time, overexposure can happen at any time, and that's why we talk about working clean, using your cleanup brush, making sure products not curing on your skin. If you have any of that, that you're instantly, buffing that away, taking that away, because like accidents can happen, but you want to make sure you're reducing your exposure because all of those things can cause another allergic reaction.
Amazing. Well,
So it's
not
just
amazing, but
insane. But right?
yeah,
No, but it is. It is amazing. Information is amazing. And if we keep these things
yeah,
to ourselves, people can end up having some horrible reactions and thinking
yeah.
they're alone.
Because I've seen it. I've seen it. And, we were there, but I saw that and it scared me. I was convinced. I was like, this is not just going to happen to someone who is sensitive. This is just something is in here that's not
Yep.
good,
And I
you know?
wonder, like, why more people don't talk about it. Like, it's not even about disparaging. Like, that's why I refuse to sit, like, name the company because, like, that just gets very
Mm.
messy. But
And they don't care.
no,
So,
no, and they will drag you through the mud, so it's not even worth it. But the whole factor for me is, like, there's so many influencers on their team, and, like, nobody else has
mm,
had a bad experience. Like, that's, like, wild for me to think.
exactly. They're just basically keeping that to themselves and making it seem it's nothing else. But what I
Yeah,
mean is to
keeping
have,
it on that low
you
low.
know, when a company takes time and actually loves their brand and what it stands for, you don't cheat and take corners, So people can say, oh, but it's a bit expensive. But no, Madam Glam have still made it. There's a VIP,
Mhm.
you get 50% off. They always have a sale. But
That's what I mean, like,
like,
it's
what
so
is the
affordable.
price you
Like, this
pay?
bundle for
Yeah.
all 8 of these with the VIP is what is it? Is it $70, $80? Let me just double check.
You were saying that, yeah. So
So,
it's
like,
still a
even if you
steal.
want to
It's a steal.
save, do 2 months of your VIP, you'd be able to buy a full
Uh,
bundle,
yeah.
right? Just
It's a
there, free
steal.
and clear. And it's
Mm,
like, you don't have to do
But,
that. You could just get a few polishes if you want, you
mm,
know? Let me
but it's
just
just
double check
good.
that.
I mean, it's like obviously we are working with the brand, but realistically, if you won, you wouldn't be like collection after collection. But the point is, every stroke is healthy.
Yep.
Every time you use it, it's healthy.
Mhm.
So, we have to stop looking at these people who come waving all these gimmicks in front of us. Not saying Madam Glam don't do their PRs and stuff. Of course they do, but what I mean is just they actually care. They don't just it's not just about
Exactly.
making money.
They're not just throwing
It's
ingredients into
it's
a
amazing.
cauldron and bubble, bubble, toil and trouble, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, they're
Yeah.
making
The
sure, if
bottles are
anything, it's not
cute.
gonna bubble and trouble on your
Yeah. Exactly. Like it's not just on the outside, like, oh, look at the bottle. This is so
Mhm.
cute. It's so
This
this.
is
But
another
when you get
thing, though.
inside, it's poison.
If you
This
wanna be
is all
cheeky, though, if
healthy.
you look at companies, right? A company is not gonna spend
Mhm.
this time to do this detailed of a bottle and have crap ingredients. Like, you can
Exactly.
already tell, and you can tell a difference of something that's, like, mass manufactured with poor
Mm.
ingredients because they did it just hits different. You're not getting
Differently.
a salon quality
Yeah.
product, and you can just tell.
It just
There
hits.
is
Yeah.
50% off accessories, y'all, so that's going, and there is
Amazing.
a Cinco de Mayo 50% off, no limit for VIP only, but for
Ooh.
regular customers, there's 40% off, 30% off, and 20% off if you're buying 1 thing versus 2 versus more than 3. So Cinco de Mayo, get yourself some beautiful polishes if you're interested.
Oh, definitely.
And we can't thank you guys enough. Like, we really, with this just launching, like, this just launched yesterday.
Yes.
So we wanted to come on in and just show
You
you
know.
the magnificent and the beauty of this collection.
Oh,
Like, it's
I love it.
just so
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I love that little nail that you just did today. The
Oh, thank
colors
you.
all just it just goes well. It's
It
just
just all
effortless. I just
pops.
watched you just literally just talk your way literally through that whole nail.
This was just a freestyle. Like,
Yeah.
usually I'll have some things
Mm,
prepared, but this was just so fun. And
mm,
that's what I mean about their products is
yeah.
like you can
No,
just
but
get
sister, you did
lost
those swells
and
effortlessly,
enjoy.
and I know you're an artist, but my point is the consistency of the gels
Hmm.
is the same Madam Glam standards that you're used to. I just literally watched you just
Right? Just gently,
Now,
and
with
even though
some
you have to
gels,
do
the
it
amount of
too.
cleanup that you'll have to do.
Oh god. Also, what I
Oh my
hate, because again, I'm a huge character artist, is when I'm trying to paint and the polish is falling. Like, it's like, "What is this?"
God.
And, like,
Nightmare.
I've never had that issue with Madame Glam, but I have had, like,
Oh.
other companies where, like, I'm trying to do, like, a line, and when I press,
Mm.
like, just the gentle line, I can
Yeah.
see a line within the line,
Oh, Jesus,
and then
help
it's
me.
fallen all over the place, and I'm like, that's not a line."
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you've answered the question because I haven't done any nail art with it. So the question has been answered. You can use these gels to also create beautiful nail art. So
You
we're
definitely can.
winning.
You just have to work with the consistency, and as well, like, for
Mm.
this, for instance, I did do, like, 3 thin coats, and I just built it up.
Yeah.
I kept building it up,
Yeah.
but the reason why I did thin was, A, I didn't wanna bulk the nail out, and B, if you work very thin, they merge like,
Beautifully. Yeah.
heavenly. Yes, I did! This was on the video, honey. The unboxing video, which will probably be, like, underneath this one. I did this butterfly wing with all of these colors. Like, this literally used every single polish that
That's what
they
I
gave us.
love. I love that.
There's
I
Love
was
Bomb
like,
there, Gentle
"Sister's
Touch,
using
the
them all.
Muse,
Amazing." Yeah.
right? Mama
That's when I
Shine.
knew I wasn't crazy because I'm like, they all go together.
Oh, yeah. Every single one of them. And that's why it's, like, heavier pink and, like, coral here, because I did use all of the Mama
Mm,
Shine, Love's Bond, Mama's Wish, which is, like, 3
mm.
different oranges and pinks, and then went into the purples and blues and greens, and then topped it with the 2 glitters. So this literally
But I'm
is
sure you were
everything in one.
saying when you were ombreing them, you created another color.
Oh, yeah. Oh, other colors were merging and making, but what was amazing is it was very similar. Let me see if I, because we did the Pastel Haven, the Sky's the Limit collab.
Yeah.
And with that Sky's the Limit, I was able to merge these guys here. Let me just grab a few of them. So this was like doing a different technique where essentially I did a base color, and then I went in with a petal brush and just gently merged like all the colors. So I brought purples and blues and the coral, and then just gently mix that. So there's so
Mm,
many things you can do with this collection.
beautiful.
And that's, these have 2 different backgrounds and you'd never know. One's Gentle Touch, and then the other one is the Muse.
Absolutely
So once you
gorgeous.
start merging these, you can't even tell. It just all one seamless. But if you look, there's like that light, and that's where the blue versus the purple. But it just
Mhm.
adds dimension where you feel like the
It
clouds
does.
are flying, right? And then I did a Mama Does Nails original. We were in each other's
I think it's
brains,
downstairs. Mhm. Oh,
where
I love it.
I actually did the textured clouds when you were doing Bella's set,
Yes.
and I was
I love
playing
it.
around. So there's just so many different things you can do. Like, it just, whatever your creativity is, you can just let it go wild and have fun. But that's the, like, the fun about Madame Glam, is that there's so many things that you can do.
So many.
Right? So thank you guys so much for coming into today's video. We love you. Oh my gosh, Mama's doing all the hands. I can't wait till I have pretty phalanges and I can look
Oh,
like
sister,
Mama's
your
hands.
phalanges are already pretty.
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh,
if I'm
Mama.
not going to be doing
Those
anything and I'm just going to be the host, I need to come prepared. Like, cannot let my
oh,
sister's life go, like, mm-mm.
you more
So
than
I
came
came
prepared. You came correct. You
prepped.
came all the stuff, hostess with the mostest, read all the
Yeah.
tints. That was a Mama Does
And
Nails original.
we did that. So,
We did
yes, Pink
that.
Charm Sister, Blue Charm Sister.
Right? The pink and blue. And we wanted to really show you the pink and blue of this Mother's Day
Right?
deliciousness. And guys, please remember, go over and follow Lena Perez. Tell her Raven sent y'all. She was so cute
Yes.
in the live, actually. She was like, Raven, you're so adorable, like cutie. And I was melting. I was like, I
Oh,
just want to hug you. But
oh
it's
my
nice. Like,
gosh.
we're all a big Madam Glam family, so
I
it's
love
really
it.
lovely during the lives and stuff that they do every month, just to pop in there and be able to be with fellow glamours. So stay
Yep,
glamorous. We
I
love
agree.
you. And we will definitely be seeing you in the next one. And before we
Yes,
do our
yes,
Charm
yes.
Sisters out, I want to just do a little roll call of Mr. Joe, Mama D. That sound like Mr. J. We got Joka. Hey, Puddin'. We got Lily. We got my mom. Thank you guys so much. And for anybody that popped in but wasn't able to say hello, we're sending all of the love. And we hope that you really, really enjoyed this brand new collection straight out of Korea, Pastel Haven.
Love it.
We love you. Charm Sisters, we out.
We out.
Love you, gorgeouses.
Bye.
Bye, love.
Bye,
Love
Sam.
you, Mama D.
Bye,
I just saw
everyone.
loves you.
Love you all.